the Kanpur club and exercise and meeting friends, I thought I must go and meet the father of the All Souls Church, a most beautiful building in all sense. Besides being a spiritual place, architecturally wise also, it's I think one of the finest construction in Kanpur. So I knew the father. He had asked, wanted to meet me for some reason. So I just walked up to the church. Big Sunday, the mass was on, and the people were congregated all over. So I walked into the church, sat in the last bench, and I saw the father preaching. My friend, it was one of the best sermons, in fact. Incidentally, accidentally happened to hear. I've heard was delivered by a preacher. He was saying that everybody comes to me or comes to church with their problems. And people talk to me about the problems of evils. There's so much of problems in the world. There's so much of evil. Nobody is trustworthy. Uh, the living is becoming a hell. They wanted solutions. And there the father was telling that, he was telling that you are even, that I will tell you even a greater problem, the problem of goodness. How do you account for the fact that in such a world as this, there should be so much of self-sacrifice, so much unselfishness, so much of love? Amazing. His words kept me thinking there itself. I've been hearing from childhood that Nanak Dukhiya Sab Sansar. This everywhere it is gloom and doom. And the human race thought from the beginning when the human beings started on this earth. And suddenly I realized that we should be proud to be a human. I and I am certainly proud that I am a human, and you should also be proud that you are a human. I admire the human race, my friend. Everybody is running us down these days for mess that we have made here and there and everywhere. That's a short range stuff, I feel. Over the marching and abundant centuries, we haven't made any mess. We have done and are doing a better job than anyone has any right to expect. Humans have done tremendously well. There is no second thought to this. My friend, from the beginning, we found ourselves alone in a vast universe. And not only alone, but the only living thing on this planet which could realize its loneliness. We realized it, gave it a good close look, and turned our attention to making something practical and useful out of an unprecedented situation. First of all, my friend, we found light, we found a God, and we got a sense of direction, a goal to work towards. We proceeded to set up these standards for living together. We made the revolutionary discovery that gentleness and kindness were more practical than brute strength. No other species has ever found out and used it as a model and a practical code of conduct. We observe our ideal standards in remarkable degree, my friend. We are honest. We are trustworthy. One with another. so that it is the exception. It is the news when we commit a theft. We are decent 99% of the time when we could easily be vile. My friend, with silence and misery behind us, with silence and misery ahead of us, we make we make up gay little songs and whistle. Whistle them simply. Find out. Find our feet, keeping time to them. We look life and fate in the eye and smile. I like that and admire the people who do it. Alone, among all living things, my friend, we have discovered beauty and we cherished it. We created for eye and the ear. Alone among living things, we have the power to look at our environment and criticize it and improve it. And continuously doing this. Finding it necessary to live together by the millions, billions we created for ourselves, governing system covering vast geographical spaces. We have conceived the idea of justice and plan it for all men, finding that we have to work to stay alive. We work with ability beyond imagining, beyond any imagination. My friend, we take out of earth, we take food, then improve that food year by year. We take heat, we take light. We enjoy the myriad products of the unparalleled ingenuity. Every morning, the necessity for day's work faces us, and we go and do a day's work. That's what it is. Of a persistent, a daring ingenuity impossible to surpass. We find ways, my friend, to move easily under the water. We found ways to move comfortably through the air. It's all humans who has done it. You got to work it, and in the due time, any challenges, any obstacle imposed by the nature, we surpass it. Humans have no limit. If he has limits, I do not see where they are. I do not think he has limits. I think he's a child of the universe who inherits eternity, and the wheel of the progress will continue. New challenges will come, new obstacles comes, and we'll be rising even better every time, every generation. I think he's wonderful. I am his devoted partisan, and am proud indeed to be one of him. I'm proud that I am a human fraternity who's brought this world to this stage. So comfortable, so wonderful, so technically advanced, and never before, always hell-bent to leave a better legacy for people to come, for the oncoming generations. तूफान से लाए थे कश्ती निकाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के. मैं कहता हूँ इस नस्ल को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के. We have a greater responsibility ever than before, than our ancestor, to keep this planet going and to keep this human spirit alive as ever, kicking, going, and make this world worth living further and better. I am certainly proud to be a human